14th day of the harvest moon. Ren is dead. Burned in the town square for being a witch. The fools didn't know her, not like I did. Didn't see the healer that she was. There's a hole in my chest. My grief is cold, and my anger is colder. They took her from me, wrapped her in flames of ignorance. Oh, I will make them pay. Tonight, the hunt begins.
So we join our two party members as you're sitting by the mill outside the walls of Novigrad. And you've been sitting there for quite a few hours now. I would say in silence most of the time. The Witcher has been writing in his diary. Dimdish, what would you have been doing in that time? That quiet time you've been having, contemplating what you've been through?
Just staring out.
Just
like I
watching
said,
the
I
water.
was just staring out into the town.
And after a few hours pass, you shake your heads and you decide you can't sit around any longer. So where would you like to go? The day it's afternoon, and you don't feel like going to see the King of Beggars. You don't feel like you want to go and do that right now. You just want to just do you. So what is doing you?
I will, almost like a click of the fingers, I'll sort of jump up from where I was, just sitting on the floor looking out from this barn, and I'll turn to the Witcher and I'll go, right, off to the pub. Come on. I'm thinking let's go have a drink.
I'll just nod.
So you clamber up and you walk back into the city again, back into the walls.
During this walk, I'd just like to be chatting.
Trying
Constantly.
to lift the mood.
Constantly. Just, it doesn't matter what I'm talking about. It could be like, you see that guy back there? You see what he was looking like?
So he's
Giant
clearly
hat.
trying to elevate your mood, trying to distract you from your own thoughts.
Trying to
at the
distract
time.
him.
And himself. And which area of the city do you want to... Do you want to go back to the Middle Ring?
No.
You're staying clear of Hierarch Square.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at least until the clean sweep has been round.
Right, of course. So you pick a sort of slums to mid-tier area to find a pub.
Hey, I'm sure there's plenty.
So as you're walking through these streets and you start to get to sort of the better roads, say we leave the muddy trails and you're just getting towards the Middle Ring, but you're not going to enter the Middle Ring. So the roads are starting to improve. Can you just both give me a perception check?
Hey,
9.
I think I'm going to do this disadvantage.
That's absolutely fine.
I am, though I'm looking around,
Yeah.
I'm darting. I'm all over.
Which I would say you're more looking at your feet. You're walking, your head's low, so you're not really taking in anything that's around you at the moment.
17.
A 17. So Dimdish, you can see the witch's head's low, so you're looking around, trying to point things out to talk about, and you spot a sign hanging just off to the side in a little alleyway. And you recognise the name. The Cursed Cactus. You recognise it as the shop that you saw in White Orchid, where you got your ring.
I'm going to pull out my mace.
What, the spray?
No. As in the giant fucking, spike club.
Yeah, you pull out your giant spike club.
Witcher, I think we've got something to deal with.
I'll just look over.
And you see that sign as well. And you notice it as the shop that got your flask, where Ren got her hat.
Self-clubbing time.
I'll just walk straight in.
You're just going to walk straight in. So you walk in
straight in.
and you hear you don't hear anything because there's no bell on the door. The bell is on the counter. The shop is as you remembered. There are various items scattered all over the place. Books piled high. Potions and bottles on shelves, racks of clothing all to the side. It's a jumbled mess as it was before. and there is nobody standing at the counter but the bell.
I'll just go tap on it.
So you gently ding the bell.
See, that's not as funny as what I was going to do. I was going to walk up with my mace and ding the bell.
And you hear some noise from out the back. And then emerging from the little multicoloured bead curtain that's hanging behind is a man. You don't recognise him. You were expecting the skinny, nerdy, geeky elf that you once saw. This man is slightly plumper. He's bald.
Like,
And he reminds you somewhat of like a monk.
Okay.
And he walks out from behind the beaded curtain and looks at you both with a smile. Can I help?
Where's the elf?
You have been here before, haven't you?
Where's the elf?
Gaunter O'Dim is the name, sir. The elf was me, in different form.
What are you?
It's a very good question. Not of this world, sir.
a devil.
Some call me a devil. Some call me an angel. I grant people things that they need. And it seems that you're both in need. Otherwise you wouldn't be at my shop.
I'm in need of a clubbing.
How about you take a look around? Perhaps something will jump out at you.
I will take a look around.
Okay.
Can I have a sidle to see if there's like a you know, one of those flat patches to get behind?
There is no access to behind this counter.
Oh, is
and
it-
you can recall the last time you tried to grab at the elf, there was a barrier, a magical barrier.
Is there like a porn shop sort of thing? It's like metal bars.
There's no over 18 section. No.
This shop's built for COVID.
Yeah, he's got perspex screen up. You can't sneeze on him.
Damn.
Give me an investigation check.
21.
So you make a beeline for the clothing. Straight away. Something tells you that that's where you need to be.
I
And-
swear to God, if it's a hat.
You rummage through the clothing until you happen upon a beanie hat that looks awfully familiar. Garish in colour.
I will grab it, turn to the plump man. I'm taking this.
Gaunter O'Dim looks at you. Oh, an excellent choice. It seems that hat brings different types of fortune to those who take it.
And I'll put it in my bag.
Okay, so you sling the hat into your bag. He doesn't even ask you for any money. He just looks at you.
Not even a silver?
He not at the minute. He's waiting for you, obviously. Are you actually looking around? Are you investigating?
No.
No. Okay,
I'm-
so you stand there. So when it becomes clear to him that you're not interested in looking around the shop, he looks back at the Witcher. Of course, normally I'd ask for payment. How about we just call it an IOU?
How about I just take it?
You can certainly try, sir.
And I'll go try the door.
Okay. As you... Well, the door opens. Do you walk out?
Yeah.
So as you walk out, you feel a burning sensation on the back of your hand. And as you look down, a very small sigil burns itself into the back of your hand.
Okay. I'm just walking away.
Okay, not a problem. Dimdish, would you like to leave? The witch has just walked off.
Alright. I'll turn to the human bald fuck.
Yes?
And I'll turn to him and say, this ring, why didn't it go to my companion?
You picked the ring, sir. It's my ring of teleportation.
Oh, now you can tell me what it does. Couldn't tell me what it did last time.
It's more fun that way, isn't it?
No, it's not more fun.
I've been following you all for a long time. It's been quite the story.
And did you have any idea what was going to happen to our friend?
Well, witches in Novigrad don't mix. Was quite the show, though. And he smiles at you.
Literally what happened in real life happens in the shop.
Your eye.
My eye twitches a lot.
It's a good job the Witcher walked out.
Is this shop flammable?
You don't know what... Like, you've tried to trash the shop before. Ren tried to trash the shop and things just didn't move.
I'll be back for this shop.
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other very soon.
I'm glad.
And you walk out the shop.
And it pops away?
It just stands there.
So it's there?
It's still there.
Can I go and get some firewood?
I mean, you can try, but again, you can
try.
flip back to remembering the second time you tried to enter the shop and you just physically couldn't.
Aye.
You don't know if you can even walk back in now.
I'll try and walk back in.
You try the door and it doesn't budge.
Damn. You know what I was going to do? I was going to keep the door open. Just keep it ajar.
Everyone, you should come in this shop and have a look.
Absolutely ruin him. Take all his shit. He only asked for a silver. Oh, I'm going to do a Rick and Morty style. We're going to open up a shop that fixes all his shit.
The anti-curse shop.
Who said they're cursed?
Raise his hand in background.
You've had no bad experiences from your ring or your flask, although you've never used your flask. And one person did, and they floated away.
Yeah.
I don't think he really wanted to use it, though. And for the other person that did use their stuff, look how that turned out.
I mean, the hat saved her once.
Yeah, what a coward of a hat. It ran away. I mean, how could it not stop a burning? If it can stop a head lopping.
It's a good question.
So, yeah, there's only one way to find out.
A break of a neck doesn't destroy the physical form. Setting fire to you and burning you down to dust.
If we really want to talk about it, that's still not breaking
Think
me
of
down.
the hat, the limitations of the hat.
I can't wait until the witch is wearing a beanie. He's definitely
Neither can the whole of the rest of Novigrad.
Imagine when that happens. You're going to look 10 times less intimidating. Actually, you should get a disadvantage on his intimidation.
You don't know what will happen to the hat if you tried to put it on.
Oh, you should try and put it on.
So you're standing outside the shop. Dimdish has walked out the shop. What would you like to do with the rest of your day? Night is starting to take hold. It's starting to get late.
Pub.
So you go to the nearest tavern you can find. Dimdish, you've recognised this tavern. It was part of your pub crawl.
Oh, the Wonky Donkey.
The Wonky. Okay.
From Ant and Deck.
The Wonky Donkey. Isn't that Dick and Dog?
Donkey.
Oh, no, maybe it isn't. Is it?
Wonky Donkey.
So
SMTV
you enter the Wonky Donkey. And it's a bit of a rundown, a bit of a dive. As you go and take your place at the bar, would you like to do anything in here, or would you just like to drink?
I am just gonna slam a few gold on the counter.
Yep.
And just tell her to keep them coming.
Keep
until
them
that
coming.
runs out.
And the barmaid does. She just supplies... Every time you empty your glass, a new one comes out. She doesn't engage you in conversation. She can certainly see that you are not in the mood to talk.
I will try and be as jovial and happy as I can with the Witcher.
Okay.
But I will also make my way around the room. And I'll start asking people about the witch hunters
Yeah, okay.
and their organisation.
So the first person you answer, they've had a few drinks already, so they're quite loose-lipped in what they're telling you. They tell you the witch hunters, they turned up once Radovid had seized control of Novigrad. It was a big win for Radovid. Although his army is small, his tactics are genius, and he quickly took Novigrad over. He aims to take over the next biggest city soon, apparently. However, he stationed all his witch hunters in Novigrad because of the high presence of witches, of alchemists, and anybody else who could use magic. He tells you that it only took them weeks to round people up. There was a lot of burnings at the start, and he tells you that sometimes Radovid turns up in his ship into the docks, and he will sometimes visit Novigrad himself. Only when a high-profile witch has been caught will Radovids appear.
So, I start asking as well for a bit of a lay of the land of how the war is going as well, and what's happening with that.
So the war is at a stalemate. There is a no man's land now. You have been to the no man's land. It's the one that's in control of the Baron at the minute, the Bloody Baron. I say in control. The Bloody Baron has just been allowed to run it because nobody wants to enter it at the minute. It's a hard area to fight because of the bog and the monsters and everything else that plague Velen at the minute. So they're both at a stalemate. However, everyone is pretty sure that if Radovid is still around, there's a high chance that he will win, despite the sheer numbers of the Nilfgaardians.
Is there anything preventing? So, my question is really, I'd be questioning the people that I was speaking to about it, just in pure like hypotheticals and stuff like that. Is there anything that's actually preventing the giant army from getting to Radovid properly, or is it like the bogs and that, or is that the?
They're not tactical geniuses. These are just people in a pub.
Okay.
The man thinks that the bog and the landscape plays a part.
Fair enough. I'll carry on drinking.
And so you drink the night away in the end. Eventually, you've had enough, and you stagger your way back to the old couple's home that you've been staying in. The old couple are asleep. It's late. They're asleep again. And you make your way up the stairs, and you enter the bedroom, and you see before you see all the three beds. And
I will just lay on the bed. I'm not even going to take swords off. Nothing.
So you sort of curl up on your
Just
side.
flop, yeah.
Yeah. And you flop onto the bed, and I would say the way that you flopped, you're looking out at Ren's bed. The empty bed that is beside you now. I would say hers was in the middle of the two of you as well. So, Dimdish, you go over to the other side, and you lay yourself, and you look at Ren's bed as well. And for the first time, you feel that lack of presence of the third party member that was with you as you fall asleep. You wake up the next day to the old man. He's walked up the stairs and he's called out to wake you up. I've got a message for you.
I'll open the door.
And
I'll just sit up on the bed, kind of rub my eyes.
he walks in and he's got a little piece of paper in his hand, and he passes it over to you, Witcher. And
I'll
you
open it.
wipe your eyes, get the sleep out, and you open the letter. The letter is from the King of Beggars. And it says, a quick message to you, Witcher. Triss Merigold entered Novigrad this morning. She is with me. And that's all it says.
I'll hand it over to Dimdish.
And you read it too.
Let's get this done.
Hey, I've got some plans anyway to put in place.
So you quickly get dressed, or in your case you didn't need to, you just get straight out of bed. And you make your way over to Putrid Grove. They don't ask you for the password. The Slack comes open, he sees it's you, and this time they don't even bother.
It's the third time.
It's the third time. They don't even bother. They just open the door, and you make your way in, and you make a beeline for the King of Beggars establishment. As you enter, the table has been righted, and his 3D model of Novigrad is damaged, but still somewhat in place.
Nothing a bit of double-sided stick of tape can't fix. Some toilet rolls.
And you see the King of Beggars, he's standing there, but he's standing just to the side of the table, and he's having a conversation with what you see is a beautiful red-haired witch.
I will just walk over.
It stings a little bit, because Ren herself had red hair.
Yeah.
So she doesn't look exactly like her, but it's that quick glance to that red hair and that beautiful face, and yeah, that stings a little bit.
King, you called.
He looks across at the two of you. I have Triss Merigold here for you. And the witch, she turns and faces you both. And you are just awestruck by the beauty of this witch.
To be fair, I'm not really looking at that. I'll pretty much just be like, morning. That's it. I ain't got much else to say this morning, to be fair.
And she looks at you, and her expression, she's got a very sad expression on her face.
Madam, you're not safe here.
I'm well aware that I am not wanted around here. However, I have a duty. I will not leave this city myself until I know that everybody that I can get out is out. I'm so sorry for your loss yesterday. If I had made it back in time, maybe I could have done something, but the witch hunters are ruthless.
They'll get what's coming to him.
Was that a question?
Nope.
Okay.
That was a statement.
What will it take to get you out of this city?
I have only a few loose ends to tie up. It's not your assistance I require, but you require mine, I believe. I believe you're looking for Princess Cirilla. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Though that quest is secondary to me now. It's a secondary quest, I'm afraid.
I can't yet help you with the witch hunters, although I do aim to tackle them once I've got everyone out. Maybe that's something we can revisit.
Not just him. Not just them. There's a man that put them in place.
I'm well aware, but to kill a king is not so easy.
I don't have to kill him. I just have to cripple him.
I will kill him.
Alright, calm down.
Your determination is admirable, Witcher. As for Cirilla, I'm afraid she did not visit me if she has entered Novigrad. However, there is one person I am aware of that may know if she was here. I know of an Honoramancer. Give me a insight check into what an Honoramancer is.
It's a conjurer in honor.
That's
all.
Conjurer of honor.
That is a 14.
A 14?
What would I even be checking it against?
It's
Honor?
an insight. What did you get, sorry?
14.
Okay.
Well, fuck me, that's a 23.
Yeah, so both of you have passed the check. So you both know that an Honoramancer in this world are also known as dream weavers. And they can see things in their dreams. So you give them a small description of who you're looking for, and they will go into a trance-like state and be able to see snippets of where that person is or has been. Her name is Corinne Tilly. She has taken a job in a house in the Middle Ring. I can give you the address and the directions. You'll find her working there.
Much appreciated.
You know where to find me. And I also may have need for you yet.
You will.
You have contacts, Triss, in the city, correct?
Most of the people that I used to have contact with are either dead or I have got out of the city.
You guys must know at least. King, I'm not asking you for much here, just information. Is there a resistance in the city?
There are a few powerful people that are not on board with the witch hunters and the way things are run and Radovid, and there are plans cooking We just need more time.
Just more time?
For now.
Because there's one thing that I am pretty good at getting. And that's
Brewing
money.
supplies? Oh, money. I could get your army wasted. Money. Yes, I mean, funding is something that would help the effort.
That's what I can provide, Witcher.
Um,
You can provide the muscle.
now that we know you're here and you're here to stay for a bit longer, we may call upon you both to help.
I'd be happy to.
You will not go after them without me.
And he smiles at you. I like that. Would you like to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to this Dreamweaver.
I'll flick
The
my...
Onromancer. So, you leave and you follow the instructions on where to find the Onromancer. You make your way to the middle ring. And you come across this quite run-down house. It's a proper house, though. This one's made of brick. And there's a man standing outside the house with his arms folded.
I've been told there is a Dreamweaver here, and I require their assistance.
And he looks at you. And he looks round and looks at your swords. Oh, you're a Witcher.
I am.
I swear you should just go around with a name tag.
You're, nice to meet you. My name is Rudolph.
Velimir.
Rudolph de Jonkir is my real name. I have procured this property. I bought it in an auction. However, the person you're after, she's inside at the minute sorting out a little problem, you see. So my purchase is haunted. So she's gone in to go and get rid of it so that I may go in, do it up, and sell it on for a profit. I'm a bit of an investor, you see. However, she's been in there for quite some time. I was getting a bit restless, really. If you can go in there and sort out the problem for me, I'll pay you instead of her.
I'll gently put my hand on his shoulder and just move him to the side.
I'll take that as a yes.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder and bring him back to me. Because my ears pricked up at one moment. Investor, you say?
Yes, I work at Vivaldi Bank.
Investments in property?
Yes, I that's exactly what it is. I buy a property and I usually rent them out or loan them out to whoever wants them.
I'm 100% doing my new skill.
Right.
I'd like to use a wisdom check and ask him about the properties in the local area and whether there is any decent investments to be had.
Well, with the war going on, the prices have kind of dropped around here. And with Radovid and his men, you see they've kicked out a lot of the non-humans. So there's a lot of property up on the market lately. That's what I'm doing. I'm buying it all up and
Aye.
selling it on or renting it out or doing whatever.
House prices have been burning down, have they?
Well, they've kind of crashed. And with working at the bank, they kind of come through me first, so I get first pick.
I'll use my wisdom skill, although I'm already seeing that there's a massive investment opportunity right
There
here.
is, yes, absolutely.
Would it be insight? There's a wisdom check.
No, it's just wisdom, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Hold on, I've got to do the...
Just straight wisdom. This is to pass, so you have to pass the check first.
That's a 22.
Yeah, so you pass the check. So you are well aware that this is a great investment.
So we'll just let you guys know at home. I have a special skill, which is set up for my actual character, which Sheeny has made, which is part of the merchant's tongue for me, which is at level 7, because we've actually leveled up.
Surprise!
Gain a talent for investing in profitable ventures. So that's what I'm going to do. So I would like to invest 90 gold.
Are you just giving it to Rudolph the Jonker?
No.
Right, okay.
I'll speak to him and say to him, contract needs to be set up, of course, for this.
So, if you're looking to get involved, the auctions happen once a week. near. It's in the auction house next to Vivaldi Bank.
But is there an investor person that can take my money and invest these into property?
You could pre-put down the money on, like a pre-bid on the properties. Whether or not you get outbid is a different question.
Very true. No, I meant like as an investor type who goes in with your money.
No,
and-
the investment is the purchase of the property, really, and then they're doing it up and moving it on.
I might have to look into this.
So are you going to get rid of the ghost for me?
Well, no, yeah, of course we will.
Because I'll pay you instead of the Ornamencer. Like I said, I haven't seen her in hours.
I'll open the door.
Okay.
Dimdish, take care of the finances.
And I'll walk in.
No, I think I understand where it is, Witcher. I'll be with you now.
So you walk in, and as you walk in, the door slams shut behind you, and you hear a click. And you look around, and you're in a very small entrance area to this house, and it is dark, and it is dusty, and there are cobwebs everywhere. And then you hear a sound. You hear the sound of distress coming from upstairs. You hear somebody saying, "No, no, God, no."
I will pull out my silver sword and very carefully, whilst looking around, I will make my way upstairs to the sound.
So as you're gently making your way up, you are listening, you're straining your ears, you're trying to hear, and you can hear the cries of distress. "Let go of me! Let me go!" And you hear footsteps on the ceiling above. And then you hear the laughter of a child. You continue up?
Yep.
Who are we going to call? Ornamencer.
No, I will swallow a tawny potion. A tawny owl potion.
What?
Remind me.
I get extra spells.
Extra spells. Okay. He's spelling up for this one. And so you walk up the stairs, and eventually you come to a door that is gently open. And you can hear now the sounds are coming from what looks like a bedroom.
I will push the door open.
So very gently you push the door open. I'm going to see if it creaks. No, you do a good job. The door's pretty good. It's in good nick. The hinges are fine.
It's got that WD-40 on it.
Somebody has
It's
hit
got that on the hinges.
So very gently you open the door, and as you peer in, you see quite an attractive woman. She's laying on the bed. Her eyes are closed, and she is tossing and turning on this bed, almost like she's in a trance, in a sleep. And straddling her
Ooh.
is a grotesque, pale, deformed child. I'll send you a picture.
No, don't. That sounds horrific already. No. Why do I recognise this person? I do. How the hell's that got into Novigrad?
There's so many things in Novigrad that shouldn't be in Novigrad.
Yeah.
You've seen a succubus. You've seen a fucking doppelganger. You've seen...
You know those guards on the front door? Is it just like a, open door policy? Honestly, how the fuck did that thing get in?
Yeah.
Concealer.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of concealer.
Just wandered in.
It's purple.
Just chilling.
I mean, it's purple. For
Although
a
this
start.
one is this one looks female.
Okay.
Would you like to give me an insight check to see if you know
Yes.
what it is?
Yeah, that is a 14.
14. Yeah, you're pretty sure about what this is. You can see it right before you, in front of you. It's not too difficult. You're not going off of footprints or anything, or scents or anything like that. This thing is standing before you. This is a godling.
Yeah, it's funnier if he actually.
The fuck is a godling?
So another rare monster again. Godlings again are very few and far between. You're starting to paint a picture here that the war might be driving these things to desperation. These monsters, these unique creatures, to take cover in the walls of Novigrad to find food, shelter, sustenance, anything.
Oh yeah, as we've noticed, this is the safest place in the world to be.
You also know that godlings are childlike. They're not usually very dangerous. They have magic. They can cast spells and things like that, but they're not. They're like children. They have the mentality of a child. They never grow up. They're normally pretty harmless, so you're not sure what this one's doing.
I will put my sword away very gently. I want to Obi-Wan the shit out of this.
It hasn't seen you yet.
Hello there.
So as you say that, the godling turns to look at you, and you see those ginormous yellow eyes.
And I will crouch and just kind of get to the same level as it.
And it looks at you, and it giggles, and then disappears. And Corrine is still on the bed. This auburn-haired woman is still writhing around on the bed.
I will walk over to her and try and shake her awake. Give her a slap.
Okay, so you
Airplane style. Like, come on, it's all going to be okay.
so you give her a slap, and nothing happens. She's still writhing. She's like, no, save me, help me. The attic. The clock. The clock in the attic.
Okay. I'll get up, turn around, and is there any more stairs going upwards or anything?
There is.
Yeah. I will very carefully and very slowly make my way up.
So you
those
walk past
stairs.
Dimdish. Dimdish, you didn't see the godling. Because you were behind the Witcher at the time,
Well, that's just
and he was in
rude.
the doorway.
Literally just rude.
So you didn't get to see. You heard him say hello there, and then crouch, and then you're not really sure why.
and then the woman go, no, please.
And then you saw him, and then you saw him walk up
Not
to.
painting a good picture.
You've seen him walk up to the woman, slap her. She's gone, no, please, and then he's gone off and walked up again.
I mean, at this point, it's like, you take the Witcher as the Witcher is, to be honest. God knows what he actually is doing, but...
So you walk past Dimdish. You don't say anything to him.
Can I walk up to the woman?
Yeah.
I'll slap her as well.
Okay, so as the Witcher walks off, you walk up to Corey and you slap her across the face, and nothing. She still writhes. She's still in distress.
I just thought it was like a,
You can sense
The ritual.
yeah, like an entryway.
It's like rubbing a Buddha.
as a man of magic, you know that whatever's going on here is magical in nature.
Bye.
Witcher, you start making your way up the stairs, and as you do, you're hearing sounds everywhere. You're hearing footsteps. You're hearing things move, things shuffle. A painting falls from the wall as you're making your way up.
Can I scurry up right behind him?
You can, yes.
Because I hear him again. Witcher, I've got this, and just bless.
So you bless. So you cast bless.
I cast bless because I'm like,
Well, he hasn't told you that it's a godling and bless won't work.
No.
So
It's a
he cast bless.
it's a case of like, it's like your coverall really for a cleric. Isn't it? It's a cleric coverall. This one. So what you now get is you get to roll an additional d4 to either an attack or a saving throw.
Right. Got you.
So
And so do
the
I.
attack, not damage.
No.
The attack.
Yeah, the attack.
Got you.
as you get to the attic, you open it, and it is just a big jumbled mess of stuff. Give me an investigation check.
I can't see anything.
Oh, okay,
behind
that's
this fucker again.
So you can see over in the back corner there is like a grandfather clock, and you can see a little drawing attached to it
What, like a piece of paper with doodles on?
with a doodle on it.
I'll go up to it and I won't touch it. What's on it?
So the doodle is a very childlike, crude drawing of a crib.
Do I know this as normal behavior for godlings?
Godlings play games. They mess with people. They like to have fun.
Okay. I'll look around. Do I see a crib?
Not in the attic.
Right. I will turn to Dimdish then, and I will point at the picture.
You still don't know what you're dealing with at the minute. So you just see a picture of a crib.
Witcher, what are we dealing with here?
We've got a godling on our hands, Dimdish.
Yes, I know what that is.
They're very rare.
Hold on.
There's
Do I know what that is? Do you want me to...
Godlings are extremely rare. You could certainly try.
Is
If
it
you get a good enough roll, insight.
insight?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Was it bad?
11.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, no, you don't know what a godling is.
What's that? I mean, I might as well ask him.
Whoa, what's that?
childish creatures. They play games, mostly.
Alright.
Let's try and deal with this without getting into a scrap.
Okay.
Godlings are quite powerful.
Hence why I'm not trying to get scrap
Yeah.
it.
As you turn, can you give me an athletics check as the grandfather clock is pushed over?
19.
You dodge it. You hear the clock as it's about to fucking fall on you.
Is it on him or on me?
And
Do I
you
do
dive out the
like a
way.
little
Dimdish,
roll?
can you give me a dexterity check?
Aha.
Because he's moved out the way, but you are now in the way.
Of course I am the
Which
most...
would have blocked you.
Is it acrobatics or...
This is going to be at disadvantage because he was obscuring your view at the time.
You're just a fat bastard, you are, aren't you?
Built like a house. 16-inch cock.
Yeah, there we go. Don't even need to roll it.
What was
Do
it?
you really want me to roll again? Well, actually,
it's a-
might,
It's a 5.
because
Okay.
it is at disadvantage, so it might end up being
You're
less.
checking for a
It
1
could be a
here.
natural one.
You're checking for a 1.
No, it's a 5.
A 5. So what you see is you hear the sound. You hear, and you're like, what the hell is that? And then the Witcher dives out of the way.
Oh my god.
And you see a giant grandfather clock as it's about to crush you.
It's twice the size of Dimdish.
You lucky bastard. you managed
That
to move.
one.
You step to the side and it lands on your foot,
Yeah, I was about to say, oh!
and you take 1 point of damage.
Oh, fuck's sake, this is going to be like a Home Alone situation. Where he gets out of the way every time and I'm the one
Bait cans on the stairs next. There'll be Lego at the bottom of the stairs. What the fuck is Lego?
This bowling ball's bouncing down.
I
What's
reckon,
that noise?
I reckon still that the Witcher world has Duplo at least. Right?
Mouse sketch.
Oh, yeah. No, but it's an actual mouse.
Yeah. So you take 1 point of damage as the clock falls onto your foot.
That's fine.
And that's what he says.
Dimdish, stop messing around.
So you make your way back down the stairs and give me an investigation. You're hunting for a
Yeah, I'm
crib.
going to look into the rooms. I'm just going to, push the door open and have a
Yeah, of
peek
course, yeah.
inside. 15. It's
So-
very Luigi's Mansion.
On your-
Dimdish got a Hoover on his back.
He's found one. On your second try, you push open the door and you realise that you're in what looks like a nursery. And in the corner of the room, rocking, is a crib. And you hear a baby cry. It's wild. And on that note, it's time for us to chuff off. All you summoners can join us next time to find out what's in the crib. If you've got any questions or queries or just want to see what we're up to, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at How Not to Summon, or go to our link tree to find all our links, or go to our YouTube to find all our vids. I've been your DM, Sheeny Senpai.
I've been your Witcher, Grayson.
I've been Dimdish Stout Drinker as Jim.
As a Jim.
Might as well be.
Wait, hold up. Go back. Search it around.
And I've been the Ghost of Ren.
See you later, guys.
See you later.
Toodles.
Dimdish, the dwarf cleric, shines his light. Ren the witch, a healer and a friend, searching for Ciri, their journey will not end. Through the woods and mountains they roam, face the beasts that call the dark their home. Velimir, sword and Dimdish's spells, Ren's potions save them from the depths of hell. Ciri, where are you, lost in the mist? We will not rest till you exist. Monsters fall, paths unfold, time and again our story told. Fang and claw we fight with might, determined hearts face the lifeless night. Glowing eyes and breath of fire, we press on through the muck and mire. Velimir leads with strength and grace, Dimdish guards with faith we embrace. Ren the witch, her magic pure, together strong, together endure. Legends rise from battles they win, echoes of tales where the shadows begin. Ciri's voice from dreams afar, guiding them like a distant star. Leaves weeds with strength and grace, Dimdish guards with faith weave the lifeless night. Glowing eyes and breath of fire, we press on through the muck and mire. Velimir leads with strength and grace, Dimdish guards with faith we embrace. Ren the witch, her magic pure, together strong, together